Are we live? Hey, we're live. Today we have Michael Shoulders. Where are you, Michael Shoulders?
I'm in Clarksville, Tennessee, home of the 101st Airborne Division.
We have Sneed Collard. Where are you?
Missoula, Montana, where it is raining today, and we love it.
And we don't have Steve Swinburne. He's moving a refrigerator, which I don't think is a good excuse. So we should kick him out of the group, vote him off the island. And then we have Mike Artell.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Where are you today, Mike?
I'm in Covington, Louisiana, near New Orleans, down here for the Southern Louisiana Humidity Festival.
And I'm in South Boston. Hey, today on Friday Author Day, we decided we might talk about insects today. So I was trying to think of, well, insects are six-legged creatures, but I think we should include all bugs, okay? So arachnids, harvestmen, insects, true bugs. I think we should include all of them. How's that? So want me to do some science to start off?
Yeah.
Well, like an ant has three body parts, a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. And then, let me see, a spider has a head and an abdomen, head, thorax combined, right? And an abdomen, is that correct?
Like
Two
that.
parts? And then a harvestman has it all three in one. So it's sort of like a crab, all three in one. Head, thorax, abdomen, all as one body part. So there you go. There's my lesson for the day. How's that?
That was
Excellent.
fast.
Want me to tell you a cool bug that I like?
Yeah.
In my book, Icky Bug Alphabet, there's a bug called, well, it's a spider. There's a spider who builds a parachute and he pulls oxygen underwater. And when he pulls oxygen underwater, he can breathe underwater. So if
Oh,
I'm not
wow.
mistaken, there he is right there.
Oh
He
my
builds
gosh.
a parachute out of his web. He pulls the oxygen underwater and he could actually catch a fish and eat it. So there you go. The fish would be
Wow.
little. But how's that for bug number one?
Amazing.
Pretty good.
Amazing.
Mike,
Good stuff.
Mike Artell, do you think I'm going to win bug of the day?
It's possible, but the competition is strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
Strong.
I know Mike Shoulders didn't write a bug book, so I don't know what he's going to do. Whoa.
What he's gonna do either.
Oh.
Oh,
Using reference material. Okay. I think that Sneed should go next.
That me?
look
Okay.
at that.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I have a little slideshow to share with you guys, if that's okay.
That's great.
Yeah. And I wanted to show you, can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
So my interest in insects started when my dad was a PhD student and he was taking entomology, the study of insects, and he decided he was going to build the largest insect collection the class had ever seen. And so every day he dragged me out to catch insects. And by the end of his semester, he had caught over 600 insects.
Wow.
And did
Different
in fact-
species? Different species?
Different species, yep.
Wow.
And that was indeed the largest one he'd ever seen or they'd ever built. But then when I started traveling myself, I started seeing a lot of cool insects. I went to Malaysia when I was 15 and I saw this amazing grasshopper. I mean, look at the colors on this thing.
Wow.
Isn't that
Wow.
mind-blowing?
The beautiful blue.
Yeah. And then
Teal.
in 1994, I went to Costa Rica to research a couple of different books, and the insects just blew me away. You had these huge walking sticks that were 6 or 7 inches long, and katydids. See how their wings have evolved to look just like leaves of the plants they're sitting
Yeah,
on.
amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I'm going to show one just like that, Sneed.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. And there were bioluminescent click beetles down there, army ants, you probably heard of those. And these were one of my favorites. I happened to be there during insect hatching season.
That's the longest caterpillar I've ever seen.
These are called processionary caterpillars, and they all march in a line wherever they go.
Never heard that word before, processionary caterpillars.
Yeah, apparently it might be an adaptation to make birds think that this thing is way bigger than they can handle or something.
Right.
And so there are actually about a dozen of them all marching in a line like that.
It's kind of like kindergartners going back from lunch.
Exactly, or authors going around a conference or something like that, you know.
Right.
And these were maybe my favorites. These were called ithomyid butterflies or clear-winged butterflies. And they're so cool, you can see right through their wings. And I just thought, what an amazing thing, huh?
That is amazing. Wow.
And so all of this inspired me to include insects in a lot of books and to finally write a book about insects. And I'll read a couple passages from that later after you guys share a little bit.
Well, Sneed, I don't know why we invited you on. You humbled us.
Yeah, and besides, we all knew all of that anyway. So
I thought you did.
And humbling us is not an easy thing to do.
I don't think I have any right to write a bug book after that.
I know. Wow.
Oh, you do, because you make it fun. And so anyway, but insects, you know, they're all around you. It's hard not to write about them. We've all done it. So that says a lot about insects, right?
Yeah. Okay, I think Mike Artell's next.
Okay, guys, a couple things. I'm going to show you some things from this book, Backyard Bloodsuckers, and you can see some of the leading characters in that, mosquitoes and ticks. And, you know, you don't actually see the flea, but you get the idea that that dog is really having a hard time with it. And,
You had a ruin. Hey, Mike Artell, you had to ruin our day with that title, didn't you? You ruined our day.
what I wanted to do is, let me see if I can share a screen with you. Let's see, share screen. Here we go. And I'm going to share the screen because I have a poem I'd like to read to you. And can you see the poem on the right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the poem on the left is a short, sad poem about a frog who didn't pay attention while crossing the road and ended up being hit by a car. And the poem is hop, 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 bop, plop. Okay. That's sad. That's sad.
that's so sad.
This is the bug poem I wanted to share with you. I like insects. I like bugs. They're my pets. I give them hugs, bring them candy and corsages, give them neck and back massages, read them books and magazines, dress them up in baggy jeans, pat them on their little heads, tuck them into buggy beds. 6 legs, 8 legs, even more, crawling on my bedroom floor. Bugs are very cool to me. I love entomology.
Oh.
And
hey.
I know technically 8 legs is not a bug, but I needed to rhyme, so I went with it. So that was that. And let me stop sharing this screen here now. Let's see. And I'm going to do a little author quiz with you.
Okay.
Stop sharing. Okay. And
Yep.
can anybody tell me what that is?
Oh, I think I know.
Sneed?
Well, is it a flea?
It certainly is a flea. It certainly is. And fleas are very hard. Like when you get them, you can't just squeeze them and kill them like you
They're
do.
not that big.
Fleas are vertically oriented, so that if you squeeze, it's kind of like a fish. If you squeeze them like that, they just get thinner. So, way to go, Sneed. I'm going to give you. We're going to move up the scale here.
Somebody said it's an armadillo flea.
All
right.
Did that flea bite you, Mike? I mean, that was one big flea.
It
I know
is.
this one.
My in-laws were here. They brought it with them. Look,
Oh,
look at that,
yes.
guys.
That's a tick.
That is a deer tick. You're right. Steve would know all about that too. I guess
Yeah.
Terry too. That is a tick. And I'll give you one more, and then we'll do We'll do others later. But this is the one. I'll give you a little quick a little hint. This is the one teachers hate the most.
Oh, actually, okay.
Ice.
That is a head lice. That's right. There it is, right there.
Wow.
That's
You
right.
would starve to death on your head.
That's right. It would. It would. All right. Well, that's all.
I love it.
That's pretty good, Jerry. All right. So
Now,
all right.
Mike Cartel, do you have those in your house all the time, those models? Those, or did
Uh-huh.
you buy those
Well,
yesterday?
I bought bags and bags of them. I give them to kids sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, who's I've got
Mike
more.
Joel, you're up next.
I'm up next. All right. Well, gentlemen, I'm going to share my screen and hope you can see it now. Let me press play.
Yeah, we
Ooh.
got it.
All right. I have 2 books published with Cherry Lake, one on the katydid and one on the cicada. And
Mikey,
Let
I never knew you did those books.
Me?
uh-oh.
Those are
You
Uh-oh.
kept that from us.
Can you hear the alarm clock?
No,
no.
You can't hear music?
no.
Wonderful, because there's a song playing, because a lot of times I do a rap song with this and I don't want it to play. So it is going to bug me listening to it, but it'll go off after a while maybe. So this has
I think
nothing
you
to do with
should rap for like 2 minutes.
You should rap, Mike.
No, thank you. All right. So this has nothing to do with insects other than to make a point. I love the Easter eggs that I find when I'm researching a book. And these are the 2 on the right are cavefish. You notice no eyes. They don't need eyes.
Wow.
The one on the left is a regular fish, a minnow or something. I don't know what shad, but it's finding these interesting things about insects or fish or just the world that we in which we live. So you can see the ones on the right, they do not get any light. Now, some of the cavefish I read are born with eyes, but as they grow, they're covered over.
Oh my.
And they actually lose their eyes that they had, that they were useless anyway.
Wow.
But look how translucent the one on the bottom is. So this is just to show something cool about research. Well, what is that?
Whoa.
That's a cicada.
Yeah.
That's the exoskeleton of a cicada. You find those, of course, on trees or fence posts.
Hey,
Ooh.
Jerry, do you get those up north? I mean, the little skeletons.
Yes.
You do, yeah.
Yep. We get them. And they're really
and
loud. They're like the loudest insects.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Me, Jerry.
Yeah, they're the loudest, one of the loudest insects. One of the facts in my book I'll share in just a minute. I'm going to compare them to something we all have around the house. Most of us, not Jerry. They're the eyes, and you can see 3 smaller ones. It's just so much fun doing the research for a book and the things.
I
that you
never
can come up
noticed the
with.
3 small eyes.
Yep.
Are those called ocelli or ocelli or something like that?
You know, I think you're right. You know, I have forgotten so much about the books I write, you know, and especially technical names like that. You're probably much better at that than I am. Guess what those are going to do?
Wow.
Those are going to feed somebody.
Ooh.
Really?
Those are that whole tray behind there is somebody's meal. So here's a little bit of insight into working with an editor. Amy, people eat cicadas. Look on YouTube. Y'all may want to do this later. Look on YouTube for eating cicadas. And so I told, this is a little email snippet. You know, I thought long and hard about putting that in, but thought better of it. If you want that in a section, I'll be happy to include that. She said, no, thank you.
Oh,
She'll
man.
pass.
I don't know, Mike. I like it.
Hey,
There you
there's
go.
what Katie did.
There you go, Sneed.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, the other book this Katie did, hey, Sneed, I'm going to ask you because I'm not going to ask Jerry or Mike. I'm sure they won't know, but I'm actually putting you on the spot. What's the fastest way to tell a katydid from a grasshopper?
Bite into it, see what it tastes like.
No, I'll get to that in just a minute. I love the look of this one.
Yeah.
See his thorns.
That looks like right out of Star Wars.
Yeah, it does. All right, here's a good picture to show the difference. Look at their antenna.
Okay.
Yeah.
The katydids is usually as long as its body.
Ah.
The grasshopper
Never do that.
generally they have a very short. So there's a katydid
Yeah.
and there's a grasshopper.
Ah,
I did not know that.
that's a nice
I
graphic,
did not
Mike.
know that
That's a
either.
nice graphic. Good
Huh.
graphic.
Yeah, and so that's such a fun thing. Last thing, where are their ears?
Uh,
On the side of their body.
Their feet.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to get a little pointer. I've never done a pointer.
Is it
Let me
that dark
see.
spot?
It's the dark spot on the legs.
Wow.
That's
nice.
how they sense vibration and sound.
Wow.
Cool.
Not there.
She could
It's
use
there.
corrective lenses.
So,
Wow.
all right, guys, let me stop sharing that.
That was awesome, Mike.
Nice, Mike. Well
Well,
done.
So I do have a book about the katydid, and this is really not like widely released. These are Cherry Lake has a series of books that are basically nonfiction things for libraries. You know, they're a little bit expensive because they don't make very many of them, and so even though this is only, I don't know, 20 something pages, they're like $24. Kind of prices parents out of it or grandparents.
Do they do
Insects are
paperbacks?
no.
Oh no. Okay.
So they are often louder than a lawnmower.
Wow.
Wow.
The male is often as loud as a lawnmower.
Mm,
Right.
amazing.
Ciao. Grazie.
Okay.
Grazie.
We
Ciao.
interrupt this program. We have made a connection with the refrigerator repairman, the refrigerator mover. The refrigerator man has sent in a video for us. Let's all pretend he's with us. Hi,
Hey,
Mike.
Hi, Steve.
Hey,
Steve.
Hey,
How are
Steve.
you?
You're the man, Steve.
Blink if you can hear us.
I want to know how you were unshaven this morning and you're shaven now, Steve. And then this afternoon, you'll be having your beard again.
Could you talk louder, Steve? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
We can't hear it. Start it again.
You know,
Jamie,
Love-
we can't start it
Love
again.
tech. Hey, just voice over Mike Artell. What's he saying?
he said there once was an insect from Natchez
No.
whose
No.
garments were always in patches.
Everyone, it's Steve Swinburne here in Vermont, and I'd like to read you a couple of insect poems this morning. Firefly. Friendly firefly, hide and seek firefly. How do you meet a mate? Flit and dash high over the grass. Sprinkle the night with light. There's a torch in your tail. See it wink, see it flash. This is from a book called Boxing Rabbits, Bellowing Alligators, and Other Courtship Poems from the Animal World.
Woo!
Steve, I have never seen that book before. Thank you for showing it to
And
us.
snug. This is all about the dung beetle or tumblebug beetle. Tumble beetle, tumble bug. In a dung ball, her eggs are snug. She rolls the ball into a hole to keep away mouse, to keep away mole. See, she's got her eggs. They've got their eggs in the dung ball. and those eggs will grow. And guess what they're going to eat? From a
Tell
book, Safe, Warm, and Snow.
Don't do it, guys.
This has nothing to do with insects, but it's a fun poem, and I thought I'd read it from a book called Ocean Soup. Barnacle Rap. Lying on my back in the small teepee. Let's do that again. Take two. Lying on my back in the small teepee, waiting for the tide, waiting for the sea to do the filter feed, the filter feed. Waves come tumbling, I'm in the mood to open my top, snatch some food and do the filter feed, the filter feed. Don't want no crab, don't want no prawn. All I want to eat is fresh plankton and do the filter feed, the filter feed. Now I got the rhythm, dancing in the brine. Life as a barnacle is so sublime. I love the filter feed, the filter feed, the filter feed, the filter feed, the filter feed. Yeah.
Woo! Excellent.
Well done.
Guys, have fun.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you, Steve. Put that refrigerator down. Call us later if you can.
It's so miserable not having Steve here. It's almost like having him here.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, you know
Yeah.
how you said that bug had 3 eyes on its head there? I never
What?
knew this about hornets and wasps. Look, they have 3 eyes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So
Wow.
they have, seriously, there's his eyes. I'm trying to think. That's a hornet. And look, they have 3 eyes. And then
Wow.
here's wasp. Look at this. I never knew this. So I wonder what the 3 eyes are for, the significance of the 3 eyes.
Back it off a little bit, Jerry. Back it off a little bit. Just a little bit. Wow.
How's that?
Yeah, good. Right there. Good.
See 3 eyes on the top of
Man,
his head
I wonder
there?
what that is, because I mean, the big eyes on the side, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that's for.
Yeah.
Well, you know though, right, Jerry? You know what the 3 eyes are for, right?
No, I don't really know.
Well, how about you, Mike Shoulders? Do you know what those 3 eyes are for? Let's see. Are you on mute, Mike? Shoulders?
I apologize.
Oh,
When he was reading, I don't want to be heard, and then all of a sudden, bam,
oh.
I forgot.
So do you know what those 3 eyes are for on top, Mike?
Oh, of course I do, but I'll let you explain it.
Well, I'm taking an educated guess here, but I seem to remember that they are the 2 big compound eyes are for vision, like we have. But the 3 eyes are just mostly to detect light levels and I think maybe movement too. So if predators above them, that helps them know that. And they can also tell if it's getting to be dark or not with those 3 little.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right, so can I ask you guys a question? Do you know the reptile, excuse me, that has a 3rd eye?
Oh, but I don't want to be a teacher's pet here.
We're beating you up after class.
My friend Sneed is an honor student at XYZ Elementary.
Hey, Sneed, what
Hey,
is
Mike,
it? Go
Mike Shoulders,
ahead and
I'll give you a
answer.
clue. Mike
It-
Shoulders, I'll give you a clue. It's not a
What's that?
lizard. It's a rhenchocephalia,
Yes, it's a tuatara.
a tuatara, right?
Did you write about tuatara, Jerry?
Yeah, he's in my reptile book.
Ah, okay. I love those guys.
Yeah.
What a running back.
Mike,
For some
hey,
reason,
Hey,
they survived 100 million
hey, Mike
years.
Cartel,
An island off of New
Mike
Zealand.
Cartel, we're on the outside looking in.
Look, go ahead. You guys go ahead and just talk.
I want to hear more insect and bloodthirsty.
All right, here's my insect one. Ready? It's my turn.
No, I'm sorry. No. Go back, Jerry. What is the answer to your question? Did I miss it?
Yeah.
A tuatara.
Oh, I thought that was a scientific name.
A tuatara.
Here.
It's part of a
Okay.
group of reptiles called rhenchocephalia. So they thought they were all extinct. Then they found one alive off the coast of New Zealand. It has a third eye on the top of its head.
Wow. Okay,
So
I'm sorry.
there you go. Hey, here's what I got for you. Guys, I wrote a moth book. And I love this guy. He's a moth that looks like a wasp. So that's
Ooh.
how he protects himself. By looking like a wasp. So isn't that great? And you'll never guess his name. A wasp moth.
Wasp moth.
So it takes real sophistication to name a creature like that. But I thought you would like that. I hope I'm not making anybody dizzy, but there's the wasp moth
I
right
love
there.
it. It's beautiful.
So there you go.
Hey, I have something that feeds right into that, if you don't.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll go back to my sharing the screen here. And let's see if I can find it. I think, oh, there. I think that's the same group of critters, Jerry.
Wow.
I think this
Now,
is,
is that a moth?
it's a polka dot wasp moth or an
Wow.
oleander moth. And
Nice.
it's down in Florida. So
Really?
yeah, let's see. Oh,
Really nice.
yeah. Oh, I'll just show some more insects. These are from South America. And oh, hey, Mike Shoulders, do you think that's a katydid?
You know, I believe it is. I can't see the antennae, but yeah, I think it is. It looks like one to me.
Yeah, it does to me too, but I'm not sure about it. So,
You know, school kids often confuse the what I will call the basic looking katydid, the green one.
Yeah.
You know, they'll catch those and they'll think they have a grasshopper. I
because
don't.
they look kind of similar.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. When the screen comes back, I'll show you a picture, or when it comes back around to me, I'll show you what I mean.
Okay. Hey, well, I also wanted to, Mike brought this up about insects that people eat. So raise your hands, everyone here, if you've eaten an insect before.
I have eaten an insect.
Okay, what kind did you eat, Jerry?
You mean on purpose?
On
Now,
purpose.
Yeah.
let's see. I've eaten
Ah,
of the ones you buy in the pet. I've eaten a cricket,
Yeah.
and the cricket had bay seasoning on it. And I ate one of those mealworms that are larvae of insects.
okay. Well, before I give the screen back, I want to show you, I got to eat one in South America when I was there.
Yes.
No.
These are big delicacies. These are palm beetle grubs.
Oh.
And I'd always wanted to try one because people told me that they taste kind of like nuts or something.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to try this. I shared this when I was with Jerry a couple of weeks ago, but to eat them, you have to bite behind their head so their mandibles won't pinch your tongue when you throw it in your mouth.
These are alive.
They're alive, yeah. So I did that and popped it in my mouth. And you know, it did taste a little nutty, but as I mentioned to Jerry a couple of weeks ago, it mostly tasted like a mouthful of snot. And so I'm sorry, Mike Artel.
It's like eating a clam.
I'm good. I'm good.
So anyway, I had to share that with you.
Well, in one of my books, not to interrupt here, but in one of my books, I have a picture of an Asian kid eating a scorpion.
Oh man!
Oh, don't say anything, Sneed.
I read that in China they eat tons of scorpions, right? And as far as I could tell, my research was accurate. But I got a letter from a kid saying, "That's disgusting. We don't eat those. Please remove it from your book." But I'm sticking with my research. By the way, Americans eat them. There's a lollipop you can buy
Yeah, I've seen those.
at almost any science store or museum store. They always sell these scorpion lollipops. So Americans eat them also. So there you go. How do you like
Let
that?
me give a plug here to a local in New Orleans. If you ever get a chance, kids, if you're out there, or parents with kids, and you go to New Orleans, go to the Insectarium. It's one of the most amazing places. It's this big, gigantic gray building, and inside are millions and millions, literally, of insects. And they do have a cafeteria where you can buy insects you can eat too. But it's the most amazing place. You'll see gigantic, beetles and just everything you can imagine. So
Wow.
Hey, if you guys are ever in Manhattan, go to evolutionnyc.com. evolutionnyc.com.
yeah.
And there's also another website, godofinsects.com.
All right.
So, but Evolution sells all that great stuff, By the way, someone asked me what book was that scorpion in. It's in this book, Who Would Win? Tarantula versus Scorpion. So there you go, right there.
Are you going to give away the answer to that?
What?
Who would win?
Who would win?
Yeah.
I don't know. But if you want to see them fight, you can go to JapaneseBugFights.com. Japanese. You guys think I'm kidding. They took 2 of every bug in the world and threw them in the ring and filmed it. It's a tremendous website.
Yeah, I
JapaneseBugFights.com.
I would love to have been in that business meeting where, look, I got an idea. Let me just do my pitch here. Okay. Jeez.
My favorite is like a hornet fights a praying mantis. Oh, you know who's a great fighter that I never imagined in a million years is a centipede.
Oh.
I watched a centipede pin a scorpion down.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, there's the matches right there. Who's doing that?
Probably Jamie.
Jamie's doing it. Click on one of them.
JapaneseBugFights.com.
JapaneseBugFights.com. Yeah.
Well, my grandkids are gonna love this.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I don't know. Let's open one of them up. Let's see them fight. No, we shouldn't do that, huh?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should.
It's on the web.
It's on the
Hey,
web. It must
kids.
be okay.
Hey, kids, teachers, isn't it fun researching books? Can you imagine someone found that for me? See all the real fights down there? And you can click on them. See?
Look at that. Wow.
I don't know if you could find I loved watching the I love watching the centipede fight. I saw him pin down another bug because he has so many legs. He just pinned him down.
Doesn't seem fair. There's a centipede. There he is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, let's see who's next. Mike Gartell, you're next.
All right. Let me see here. Okay, just a couple more quick ones, guys. What is it?
Ooh.
A true bug.
Well, yeah, it's yeah, that would be a sucking bug, but
Is it a bed bug?
it
That is a
certainly
mite.
is. This
It's
is
a
a
mite.
bed bug.
Oh, that's a bed bug?
That is a bed bug right there.
Hey, in all my years, I think I've been to 4,000 hotels. I've never had a bed bug problem.
Really?
I hear about it all the time, but I
Yeah,
don't
me
think
too.
I've ever.
I do too.
All right. Well, look, I'm going to share something with you. I'm not going to compete with Steve, but years ago I wrote this, and I'm not going to sing. Well, I'll sing it, but I won't do any music. Okay. This is a song called "I'm a Mosquito," and I spelled it like that because that's a Spanish spelling. So
No
here's how it
kidding.
goes. It's a tango. It goes bum 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 bum. I'm a mosquito. To me, your blood could taste no sweeter. I'm here to take a little bite tonight. I must have a taste of your blood. I'm a mosquito. It's true that I am a blood eater, but I am really not so bad, you see. So won't you give to me your blood? Oh, you don't really know. just how hungry I get. If you won't let me bite you, can I please bite your pet? Oh, I'd rather drink nectar, but I must reproduce. Right now, nectar won't help me. I need some of your juice. I'm a mosquito. Can you help me, please, Chiquita? Oh, won't you let me hear you say, Cece, that you'll give to me your blood? Now I know what you're thinking. You don't like what I'm drinking, but I'll just take a small taste. Then I'll be on my way. I have only one request, that you treat me like a guest. I'm not an ugly little pest. On second thought, maybe I am. I'm a mosquito, and I'd really like to meet you. So won't you join me for a bite tonight? Because I must have a taste of your blood.
Cha cha
Cha,
cha.
cha.
Ole, ole.
Ole.
Thank you. Thank you. Gracias.
That was like the definition of a STEAM lesson right there. That was awesome.
Thanks. Thanks.
I can only say this. I thought you were a normal human until that poem.
Okay, guys. Somebody else is up.
We have a message here from Craig Schroeder, but I don't know what the message says. I'm sorry. I can't get that. Maybe someone else can grab it.
We also have, it's Susan Hutchins' husband's birthday today. So we need to give a shout out to Dan. And
Hey, Dan.
Hey,
Yo,
Dan,
Dan.
happy birthday.
Birthday.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Happy birthday to Dan.
Yeah.
And
We hope you get bit by a mosquito. Happy birthday to Dan.
and Craig
Happy
Schroeder-
birthday, Dan.
Yeah, Craig Schroeder said that Mike's song sounded like a Gorian chant.
Oh,
Well
that's
played.
really funny.
Well played.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes,
think-
Father
I think-
Raquel.
I think it's
Father
interesting,
Raquel.
Mike, how you added little word parts to the end of those to give them the flavor of the song.
Well, thanks. Thanks.
Blood. I don't know if you had on the end of a lot of those. That's a cool way of doing that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Instead of, yeah.
Instead of the actual word, just adding a little bit to it.
Mosquito, Ita,
Yeah.
Micha.
Yeah. Ita. Yeah. So you're rhyming it, just throwing that on the end.
Yeah, yeah. But it's
I like that.
artistic license. Artistic. I'll have my artistic license revoked after this, but that's okay.
Oh no, you won't. I smell a 3-act play right there.
Yeah.
I smell a 3-act play.
Let's see.
All right, there's a note I can't read, you guys. It says, Mike, are you going to share your map? What does that mean?
Michael, are you going to share the map with Sneed?
Oh,
Me?
I
I
guess.
guess Michael, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
What map? I'm lost.
Oh, you were talking earlier about a map of something. What was your map?
Oh no. I'm going to do that offline. That's not for public. That's not public consumption.
Yeah.
all right. I'll give you guys a nice story. You ready? I'll give you guys a nice bug. Or am I talking out of turn?
No, go ahead.
Go for it.
When I was doing my ant book, I learned about this. There's ants that are farmers. So they make compost and they grow their own fungus and then they eat the fungus. So there's ants that are farmers. How you like that?
Pretty cool.
Very nice.
Then there's storage ants. They use their
Oh.
vitamins to store honey. So I'm sure you guys have seen this in a book somewhere. Honey
Wait,
pot.
that's part of his body? That's part of his body?
Yeah, during the winter, well, what they do is they fill their abdomen with honey to store for the hive over a long drought or winter.
And they have
Okay.
to drag it around all the time?
They kind of just hang in the nest.
Wow. Wow.
So that's a honeypot ant.
Michael Shoulders, don't say it. Don't say
No. That's the way I feel after a very, very good Italian meal.
Hey,
We
can I-
could call you Honeypot Mike.
hey,
All right, are you ready for this? This one's really amazing. When I learned this, I was like, wow, do I love writing books? Holy cow. So here's the, I think I called them the cowboy ants. They herd aphids and they make a corral and they herd aphids and they have their own cattle.
Wow.
Wow.
Do you know that one, Sneed?
You know, I knew that the ants eat the honeydew from the aphids. And so that must be what they're doing there, huh?
But they herd them like cattle.
I've never heard of that. Wow.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah.
So I
That's
got one
amazing.
more for you. There's
What's
ants
really
that,
unbelievable is the little bitty tiny branding irons. They're little bitty.
yeah. Your ant would have MA, Mike Cartel, MA Ranch.
That's
Right?
That's right.
All right,
Wow.
how about this one? There's landscaper ants. So if they don't like the area that leads up to where they live, they trim it all back so it makes harder for the other predators to get to them.
Oh,
Nice.
gee. Wow.
So there's landscaper ants.
Wow.
So how do you like that?
Very cool. Very cool.
That is very cool, Jerry. That's neat.
Hey, I wanted to put in a plug for insects since we're talking about insects. You know, a lot of people think there's so many insects in the world that we never have to worry about them running out. But actually, quite a few of them are threatened because of habitat loss and pesticides. And a great thing almost everyone can do is plant some native plants around their house to help the insect populations. And these are my kids about 10 years ago, and now we've got all kinds of really cool plants that the insects love around our house. And this thing hatched out the other day. It really scared the you know what out of
Ooh,
me. And,
that's not an insect.
but
Jerry, it's a Jerry insect.
yeah, I don't know. But fortunately, it went downtown in Missoula, and I haven't seen it since. But you know, it just shows you if you take
It
good
has
care of
10
your
legs. That's
habitat.
very unusual, 10 legs.
Yeah. Well, they think it's a mutant of some sort, but they're not sure what yet. So I
Wow.
just wanted to share that with you guys.
That's very cool.
Okay, who wants to go next? How about Mike?
Let me jump in for a second. Just want to share a picture of that is one of the katydids that's often mistaken for a grasshopper because it's green and it looks like it, or that one there. Look at the antenna, how long it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have
Right.
those
So-
where you live, Mike Shoulders?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They're not common. They're not common,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, they are here. Also, the only other thing I want to say is, Sneed and I have written a state alphabet book. And Sneed, I pulled your book out a second ago, and I went through it to see if you had any of the insects of Montana listed. Do you have an official state insect there?
Oh, is it the morning cloak butterfly? Did you find
Oh.
that?
No, I didn't. I didn't see an insect in here. That's why I was just curious because my books, I have all 4 of them listed in 2 of my books.
Oh, I don't
So this-
remember actually. So
So
I'll look
the
while
sta-
you're talking just a sec.
well, the state of Tennessee has 4 official state insects. So the boys and girls that are listening may want to do some research as to if they have an official state insect, what it is or what they are, and perhaps why they have them. Like one of ours, Jerry, is the ladybug.
Yeah.
So how do ladybugs help farmers? Why are they important to farmers? They have corrals too. No, they eat aphids. They eat aphids.
Oh, I was gonna say, they eat pests.
Yes, yes, and so
By the way,
that's
I got bit by a ladybug and I had no idea they could bite you so badly.
Ladybugs
Ooh.
bite?
I didn't know that.
Bite.
Hey,
I
I
didn't
think
know
I
that.
found it, Mike. Is this an insect here?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. How many legs?
Yeah.
No. That only has 4 legs.
Oh, shoot. I guess I didn't put it in.
Insectosaurus.
It wasn't a requirement, Sneed. It wasn't a requirement.
Oh, well, I feel bad
You know.
now.
Oh, yeah, you love insects. Do you have a state bird in there?
What is our state bird? I think it's a meadowlark, which is kind of boring because like 18 other states also have a meadowlark as their state bird. But I think our state insect.
Understand that, how like 10, I never could understand how like 20 states could have the same bird, state bird.
Yeah. We definitely have other more interesting birds. What's the state insect in Louisiana and Massachusetts?
Louisiana's a honeybee.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
oh, you
That's-
mouse.
It's, I know the insect, but it's a chickadee bird.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Okay.
sure. I think the mockingbird. I'm not sure the bird is. I think it's a mockingbird. I can check that.
Okay.
This is from B is for Big Sky Country, written by Sneed Collard. Another welcome Montana animal is our state bird, the western meadowlark.
A sneak.
There you go.
It's on the state flag. It's a brown pelican. Is a state bird.
Oh, yeah. My favorite bird. That's a great
I
one.
guess
That is a
I guess-
great bird.
we're off of insects a bit, aren't we?
Yeah,
Can I show one more insect that I thought was really cool?
absolutely.
Really
Whose
cool.
show is it?
like- It's your show, Mike.
It's yours.
See this? Green ants versus army ants?
Yeah.
Green ants.
Oh,
The
Wow.
green ants live in Australia in trees. And the army ants live in South America and Africa.
Look at the different size of the eyes, huh?
Well, that's a soldier army ant. And then the regular army ants are blind anyways.
Wow.
But I wanted to show you guys this because I found it so amazing. The green ants build homes with leaves. They cut the leaves, they measure them, they're like engineers. And how do they glue the leaves together?
Saliva.
They suck a little fluid out of their larvae
Oh,
and they use that for glue. So they don't kill the larvae, they just suck a little fluid out of the larvae and they use that to glue the leaves together.
wow.
Is that the most unbelievable story?
That is.
that's amazing.
It's the exact
Can't
opposite.
go-
in human. It's the exact opposite in human. The kids suck off of the parents, and it's amazing.
They
Oh,
can't go to Aubuchon Hardware. Can't go to True Value and buy some glue. So they
Wow.
suck a little fluid out of the larvae.
You know, Jerry, I got stung by a bunch of those when I was in Australia. I was trying to take a picture of one of their nests and I had backed up against some of them and all of a sudden my legs just went on fire. And I had no idea they could sting like that, but it was
Wow.
I
pretty-
bet it wasn't a bite. I bet it was acid.
Oh, it might have been.
Really?
Might have
I
been.
know fire ants don't bite you. They spray or they pee a little acid on you and that's why it burns.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like if you're in Florida and fire ants get on your leg, they're actually spraying acid on you.
I didn't know that.
But I forget which end they do it from.
Yeah, me either.
Wait a minute. I've got another question now. That's all right. Never mind.
Hey, I don't know the time, you guys, because I'm on my phone. So
That's
9:58.
58.
I think we've gone almost a whole hour. So
Yeah.
how about if I take a break and you guys finish up? Think of a good ending. Thank you, teacher. All right, I guess I'll start. Hey, thank you, teachers, for all the homeschooling you've done. Thank you, parents, for all your homeschooling. We hope you enjoy the show with us, authors, children's book authors. And I would personally like to thank Mike Shoulders for coming on so regularly, Sneed College for coming on, Mike Artell, and Steve Swinburne, who was a refrigerator repairman today. Anything you guys want to say?
Now, just tell the teachers that as they get toward the end of the school year, there's a lot of, apprehension about what's going to happen next school year. And you'll be getting that over the summer, but try not to let that ruin your summer. You've worked hard all year, and give yourself permission to enjoy the time off here during the summer until they kick off for the next school year.
Yeah, use it to read.
Read.
Really interesting facts. How about Mike Shoulders? You going to say anything?
Yeah, no, this is a weird time. None of us will ever forget this. It's difficult. We can certainly spend some of this time with books and learning. None of us will be as smart as Sneed Collard, but we can all try. We can easily be as smart as Mike Artell, and certainly much smarter than me. But yeah, it's all there in books. There's fun, there's games, there's learning. Books can make you laugh and cry. So,
Got to thank someone.
who's that?
Thank you, Insects, for being my best-selling book of all time.
Wow.
Great
Really?
title. Sticky Bug.
Of all time. Thank all you Insects
Yeah.
for letting me write a really cool book.
Well, that's a great lead in. I just second everything everyone else is saying. You kids out there, you are doing an amazing job adapting to this, probably better than the adults are. And I just want to thank you guys for putting on such a great show here, and all you teachers. And like everybody said, read a lot. That's how you get to know all this cool stuff. And then when you go out in the world, you recognize things and you can put it all together. And one great thing about lockdown is it gives you time to explore outside a little bit more. So get out there and look at it.
Use your time to explore as many things as you can. Become a lifelong learner. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, RC.
Bye.